this man they call Sowore, what exactly is your problem? What exactly is your problem? Nobody is saying you should not be the president of the Federal Republic of this country, of Nigeria. But trust me, you're not going to go anywhere. There is no state in this country you will win. You're not going to win anywhere. You're not going to win anything. But that does not prevent you from contesting, because some people can be perennial contestants and perennial losers, and they pride themselves for being just getting that title, a one-time presidential candidate. And somehow it gets into your head. I see you are a very arrogant person. You're a very arrogant person. It's okay to be arrogant. There's no crime to be arrogant. But what I don't understand is why the fixation and this persistent accusation of Peter Obi. Why does it, what do you benefit by constantly trying to water down Peter Obi when the same Peter Obi has never, in fact, Peter Obi hardly mentioned names. He hardly mentioned names. Rather, he could make indirect remarks, but he hardly mentions names. So Peter Obi is not in charge of Nigeria. Peter Obi is not in charge of the policy-making decision of this country. Why are you attacking him? He is not the president. Anything that is wrong about this country is not the president. In fact, in the next election, Peter Obi might not even be your biggest adversary. So why Peter Obi? Or you think if you take Peter Obi out today, even if Peter Obi does not run in the next election, you will not still win. Sowore, you will not still win. Yes, you may have this facade, this aura created around you that you are a rugged, you are an agbero, you are looter. You're not cut out. You're not ripe for it. So I strongly suggest you stop this childishness. I rather call it childishness. For me, it's just mere childish tantrum. What you have been doing will not shake this man. The man has been quiet. He's doing his own thing. You do your own thing. You want to be president? Fine. Do your thing. But if you think bringing Peter Obi down will narrow your way into becoming the president, that perhaps is the most foolish thoughts ever I believe you can accommodate in yourself. Now, I know I'm sure this video will get to you, but you must understand that, look, Nigeria is at a precipice and cannot condone these childish tantrums that I see associated with you. Come on, I know you are educated. I know you are bigger than this. I know you can live up to a more appreciable demeanor than this constant fixation on one man that doesn't even bother about you. Come on. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.
Thank you, Mr. Magnus, for this great word that you said concerning Sowore. Sowore's Facebook account was disabled 2 days ago as a result of his constant, insult towards Mr. Peter Obi. And obedient fans now decided to give him, in fact, just testing. They said, make we test his Facebook page. So after testing his Facebook page, Charge and Bell lawyer of Very Dark Man now come online to talk ill about Peter Obi again. They are warning this man that he should step aside. That the only reason why they left him is because he is just a Charge and Bell lawyer of Very Dark Man. That if it's not because of Very Dark Man, they would have given him the tips of the iceberg. My people are in the hot. Okay, here is what this man known as Adenyeju Deji, the Very Dark Man lawyer, said. He said unobedient supporters attacking Sowore's Facebook page, an attack on freedom of speech supported and sanctioned by Obi himself. It is disappointing that P2B supporters, known as the Obedient Group, ganged up to report Moyele Sowore's Facebook page simply because he keeps speaking the truth about their candidate. This shameful move led to the disabling of Sowore's page. This is not democracy. If you truly want a better Nigeria, you don't silence opposing voices. Let's be honest, Obi's time as Anambra governor was full of failures Doctors went on strike, education suffered, and he refused to hold local government elections. The killings of Mazop members under his watch remain unresolved. Yet, his supporters work hard to paint him as a saint. He moved from Ãttack to PDP, where he ran with Ãttack, then to Labour Party, showing he has no clear ideology. The PDP he served in helped ruin Nigeria. Sowore has always stood for truth and justice. These attacks by obedient supporters, supported and sanctioned by P2B himself, are aimed to hide the truth. Nobody hates P2B. What we oppose are the lies and image washing by his followers. We won't let politics become a cult. Nigeria deserves truth and accountability. Signed, Deji Adeyaju. Birds of same feathers. I have a question to ask Deji and Sowore. The question is P2B the problem of this country? Is P2B the problem of Nigeria? Is he the one causing fuel price to high? Is he the one that is diminishing your currency? Is he the one that's inflicting pain and anger on Nigerians? Is he the president? What exactly is going on with you people? Have P2B, P2B have not even emerged as the president of the Nigeria. You people are even attacking him like this. Talk more of if this man happens to be in the shoe of this Tinubu and he's causing pain the way Tinubu is causing. By now, people might have attacked him personally. That is physical attack, physical combat. What exactly is going on? Let's say, okay, if P2B should let's say P2B is now the person we know from Igbo that is contesting for president. If another person should come and contest from Igbo land that is contesting for president, so I hope you will not attack the person the same way you're attacking P2B. You started attacking P2B ever since he declared interest as the president of the country. Running mate, as in he has started contesting for presidency. You have started attacking this man since then till now, non-stopping. So if we should have another candidate that is contesting for president from Igbo land, I hope you will still not inflict your anger, your hatred against Igbo people towards that presidency candidate. What exactly is going on? Adeyeju charge and bell lawyer, can't you just rest? If you see what this man received out of 5.7 thousand comments on his post regarding this particular supporting Sowore and blasting P2B supporters for bringing down Sowore's Facebook page. If you see the attack this man is receiving, is really, really amazing. Very massive. I love that Nigerians are not biased to say, okay, I am Igbo, I am Yoruba, I am Hausa, to expose the truth and to say it as it is. Some of the comments are, let me show you guys some of the comments so you guys will see exactly what I'm saying. This one says, I personally disagree with this submission, sir. Let Egbon Sowore face Tinubu and APC that are in power. P2B is not in power. Another person known as Benedict Ohis Aibo says, don't worry now, your own page remain the lock where you get be say, you be our guy lawyer VDM, you for don't collect. You see what I said before? Another person say, you are next, charge and bell lawyer. Another commenter known as Taye Emo said, another alert received to attack Obi. If you guys concentrated on Tinubu the same way you attack Obi, Nigeria would have been better. Obi might not be perfect, but he is far better than Sowore, Tinubu, Deji Adeyaju, and others. We remain solid, obedient. Obedient movement. What is wrong with this Sowore and Deji? What exactly? The way you people are attacking P2B as if he's the president of the country, as if he's the main problem of this country. You have your president that's still looking for a way to be a one party. He's bringing all the whole state governors into his party. This is the same man that kicked against one party in the year 2010. He's now doing against what he preached previously. Are you guys getting something? Enemies of progress. You see these people, fear them. Another person said, as a wisdom say, if not for VDM, your page will be the next confused lawyer. Indeed, he is a confused lawyer. A lawyer that doesn't even know when to say stop. My client, I be say my client, stop inflicting fingers, stop talking too much so that they will not use it against you. Last night you still come online to come and cry or get rest. Another person said, Sowore speaks the truth. He laughed. Okay, Stephen, yes, is a guy. Nobody hates P2B, yet you all keep maligning him at the slightest opportunity. I don't see Obi as a saint. No Nigerian politician is, but you can't keep attacking him prior to the 2023 election and even continue 2 years after without being checked. Obedience have now responded, but you are here ranting. God bless you to pay Akinsosi. God bless you for speaking this truth. I know this one will really pain Deji if actually he read this particular comment from you. Imagine attacking this man. Immediately he started contesting for presidency since 2023. The attack became severe. And after Tinubu was even sworn in as the president, they keep attacking this. Still now they're still attacking him. For what exactly? Is he the problem? The way they're attacking P2B, they channel their anger to the Senate president, to the senators, to the House of Reps, to the Nigerian politicians, to the Nigerian army, police, and the president of the country. Let's see if this will get better than this energy they are using to attack someone that is not even the problem of the country. You claim you are an activist. You claim you are fighting for the oppressors. You claim you are fighting for a better Nigeria, yet you are fighting P2B. For what exactly? That means you are not fighting freedom. You don't want freedom at all. Because attack on P2B is attack on the good governance of the people. Is attack on the obedience, and obedient are the innocent citizens of the country. Nigerians, innocent Nigerians are obedient. They are the ones that casted votes for P2B. But out of greediness and out of selfish and corrupt practices we have in the INEC that pushed Tinubu to be the president of the country. And another person's comments known as Abua Issa, he said, if Sowore is truly an opposing force, I don't think he should be having issue with Mr. P2B or the obedience, since they are supposed to be united on one front to achieve their collective aims and objectives. And what is that collective aims and objectives? To remove Tinubu from power, to make Nigeria a better country, to stop all this marginalization going on in the country, to end political brouhahas, to end injustice, to end corruption, to end bandits in the country. So, do you have another agenda or objectives that is different from this one that we obedience and P2B has at heart? If your own agenda is different, that means you, in fact, you are an enemy. You are supporting Tinubu. Yes, you are an enemy of progress. You are an enemy of the innocent Nigerians. You are not truly an activist, because you are not practicing what you are preaching. You are doing otherwise. Anyway, my lovers and my viewers, what is your opinion regarding this? Watch what many Nigerians are saying regarding this. Feel free to drop your opinion in the comment section. If this is your first time of coming across our YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe. Turn on the bell button so you will always get notified whenever we post our latest content. Christy TV got you covered. Don't skip any part of this video. Watch to the very end to see exactly what many Nigerians are saying regarding this and the coalition of P2B and versus Ãttack and El-Rufai. Feel free and drop your opinion in the comment section.
This is a person that does not obey the cause of the land. This is a person that do not in any way respect any entity or any establishment. This is a man that thinks he is a god. This is a man that has decided to blackmail people in this country. This is a man that has consistently dead every person. And so the political party African National Congress says we want to build a strong institution. We have to expel him. This man misappropriated several millions of this particular party. This man was living a Hollywood life in a hotel called Radisson Blu. He stayed there for over 1 year, where you pay almost 300,000 per night. Over 1 year, he took people's money that was donated and taught against the party. This is a man that was living a Hollywood life. This is a man whose life is about clubbing. This is a man that continually gang up a bunch of miscreants and beginning to terrorize people. His antics is basically to intimidate, to blackmail, to hijack, to pull people down, whether in small space or in large space. For him to come to Ãttack today, the epitome of democracy, to come and do this, if not because the people here are courageous, he would have burned this place down today. This is not because security is everywhere here, he would have burned this place down. He has this habit, he has this penchant, and this is what we are going to stop. The ANC does not want him. The ANC has expelled him. The ANC is telling the world that this man is unfit to occupy, even being a primary school captain in the class. So we want to say clearly, you can't see him around here. You only see people around here. What we are saying is this: the security should move in and stop this young man. that is indulging in Buddhism. You also how this man went to the Temple of Justice to describe the Temple of Justice by bringing a juju man inside the court of law.
Since Sowore Sowore say in one start, his problem is not federal government, problem is not holding the federal government of Nigeria accountable, doing all of these theatrics and shenanigans around, but then main focus of his goal, his assignment in the APC team is to tackle opposition, especially Peter Obi, who will also face him. And like I said, this is not time to rub your finger around it. We will puncture it, we will press it, we will choke it, we will stab it. Whatever it is that requires to be punched anywhere it is. Because unnecessarily, like I've asked, nobody has declared Peter Obi a saint. There's no way you can be in. See, you can't even possibly be in Nigeria, do business for 15 years, for example, have a couple of million, say 50 million upwards, and then there will not be areas where they should be questionable. All of those facts are there. We can't hide those facts. It's not possible that you have all of those and say you are a saint. No. But we agree that in saving the issues in talking about the issues of this country, all of us can come together and look at this government to say this government lacks as basic as anything, rule of law. This is not being fair to the Nigerian people. They are insensitive. They are mocking us. They go to power riding on propaganda. And of course, that is why they have never had the interest of the people at heart primarily. And so they would rather use propaganda to stay in power than actually do development. And that's why this government has technically ignored real developmental index to focusing on what people call macro gimmicks. We are paying debt. You are doing this. Whereas it is not a big deal. The debt that Tinubu pays, even Buhari, as terrible as it was, the debt that we incurred from COVID-19, so to speak, it was a quarterly redemption debt that we have paid successfully. Up to the time that in the last quarter of 2020, for Tinubu now pays. Why is it now noise? Because all of their games is a propaganda. Meanwhile, the interest on those debts, they are still on the ground, does not be paid. Why are you focusing on all of this drama, these theatrics, instead of focusing on real development? What has Tinubu done in actually empowering indigent communities for safety of lives and properties, for water, for healthcare, for education? What have you done? Theatrics, gimmicks. And but Sowore doesn't have a problem with all of this. And that's why he's not concerned about Electoral Act. Again, for first, castivist, an anarchist, because he's not an activist. They are not the one championing it. Or you think that would expose you? Why are you quiet about the electoral reforms like APC people? Why are you acting as if you are part of this book? Why are there cons around you, sir? So we are going to get it's not a battle. As we are fighting Tinubu, we are fighting all of these small boys he's using to do media propaganda. We'll bring everybody down. It is our country. You have done so much. A few people even said that they may vote in 2027 because they are still doggedness in you. But only if they know that this doggedness, this one is pseudo doggedness. It is dramatic. You are not who you are. You are not who you say you are. When we face you, let's tell ourselves the truth. I will even pick a Buhari over you, sir. I'll pick a Buhari over you. Who you be? You dramatic person, you actor, theater art practitioner in the political field of Nigeria. We will focus on you now. Since you don't want to focus, nobody says you should not attack. But please, we have more salient issues. Why are you bothered? Are you not supposed to be part of the coalition? Get to the coalition and let Nigerians decide that you should not have a voice in it. Get all of that. You don't want to do coalition with Peter Obi and Ãttack. They are part of the criminal gang. Okay, so in this country now, people asking to be president, nobody wake on. Only you right. Jesus Christ. Even the Bible said there are 7,000 prophets that are yet to bow to Baal. You want to become president and nobody knows you. You are going down. You are declining political popularity from 30,000 in 2019 to 14,000. Your problem is that all of the monies that were coming to you from left, right, and center that you were using to live according to this guy now, all of them, you are angry that you're no longer getting them. You're living large. You never enter office. Hey, they live large. If they give you that office now, nobody will know this country again. We will face you. Since you don't want to mind your business, we will mind you. Agbaya.
Listened to Kenneth Okonkwo on Arise TV, and he confirmed he's a member of the coalition. And he was asked to narrate the color of the coalition. And he said that there was an unwritten agreement, understanding between the North and the South that power should go to the North. After the North, power should come to the South, right? And because of Tinubu's horrendous failure, it has necessitated that Tinubu must be taken out, not literally, if I may add. And he said Tinubu is going to complete 4 years, and then 4 years will be remaining. Now, in that 4 years, they said the coalition must produce a southern candidate. Then, if the coalition must produce a southern candidate to complete the 4 years remaining of the turn of the South, right? And for some reason, he said those who are coalescing, those who are coming together, should now go into an election where whoever wins will now do a 4-year term. Whether it is if it's a northerner, he's going to do a 4-year term, then to give a turn for the South to come and complete another 4-year. Blah blah blah. I was listening to it. I'm like, first and foremost, Kenneth Okonkwo, you are not as smart as the page where I saw that this thing. He was saying that you are a master strategist. Now, even though you didn't say it, you were more or less speaking tongue-in-cheek. What I mean is you're speaking what people will hear, but if I conjoin those words, I could sense that you are making way for Ãttack. Now, for those of you who are saying Peter Obi should second Ãttack, your head correct. Now, it's okay. As sound as the suggestion may sound, let me tell you something. I have stayed too long in this part of the country to claim I don't know the people I'm living with. One thing with this coalition that I don't agree with, if the purpose, my wife will say purpose, if the purpose of this coalition is just to remove Tinubu, then it's a lousy coalition without a focus. Because my question will be, we are in agreement to remove Tinubu because of his baseless and focusless policies, right? So what are our own policies we are bringing on the table? So here is my own argument. And I do this argument without any bias. Even though you may see it, I do it without bias. Now, the coalition agrees that power should be in the South for 8 years. I agree with that. I agree with that. What is the guarantee that when power moves to the North after 4 years, because the North, which I know, politically, they will always scheme one way to bring an excuse that, well, we wanted to agree with this agreement, but this thing, we didn't do. Don't forget, this is the North who is counting leadership from 1999. They suddenly forgot that we didn't come together from 1999. We came together 1960. They will always conjure some narrative to now, what's the word I'm looking for? To now justify the mischief they will do after that 4 years. So why will the North not just agree that, well, since it is the South and there's this agreement for 8 years, well, let us support one candidate who is very popular to complete these 4 years, and then we take it up for there. After all, the next time it will be 8 years. We don't mind you doing another 8 years. Then when we come, you support us for another 8 years again. So, and again, the people that are coalescing, Peter Obi, Ãttack, Kwankwaso, let's face it, Peter Obi is the bride of the nation right now. Trust me, these people won't be talking about coalition if Peter Obi didn't prove his popularity without political structure, without a popular political party, without anything. Yet he was able to pull over 6 million votes in Nigeria with Ãttack reduction and allocation. He was still able to pull 6 million votes. Now, if I use Plateau State's electoral manipulation, for example, where Peter Obi scored about 1.1 million votes but was allocated 400,000 votes, where 700,000 votes were taken out of it. That means Peter Obi was shortchanged. Let us be moderate, was shortchanged by 50. That means if we say, okay, let us add the manipulation from Peter Obi's vote back to Peter Obi, we are talking close to 12 million votes that Peter Obi alone gathered. So Peter Obi is not in a place to be desperate to coalesce. And why is it that when they talk about vice presidency, in the minds of the North, please, when I say North, you understand me, I mean the core North. Because for me, this idea of North is not holistic as it is in the mind of people. Why is it that when they talk about vice presidency, it is easy for every core Northerner politically to assume that the best place they can conceive the South is vice president? Who says Ãttack cannot be vice president? You see? Now that I've said it, you can't even imagine it, because this political arrogance, you feel that it's too big. Even common Kwankwaso that could only win one state is saying he's feeling too big to be vice. So this, I know it, that the average Northerner cannot conceive himself. It's like a reduction for a Northerner to be vice. You remember Sambo, when Sambo agreed to be vice to Goodluck Jonathan, they burnt his house for accept, like he was like a reduction to the political, political superiority of the North. So with this type of psychology, how would you agree that after election, these people now agree and say, okay, we had a gentleman agreement, they will all shift to another party where this agreement did not take place and say, it was in this party we did this agreement, now this is a new party, they'll start decamping, defecting. And look, I am too smart to fall into this thing. So it is not about removing Tinubu. It's about changing Tinubu's philosophies and policies. These people that are coalescing, what are their philosophies? Is it Ãttack who says that the North will not vote for the South because the North don't have internet? The North does not visit internet. What type of philosophy does that man have in the age of the 21st century? Is it Kwankwaso who says that he's the elder brother, he's older in age than Peter Obi, and therefore he cannot be a running mate to Peter Obi? You can see where their thought process is emanating from. Is it El Rufai, who we know has a prejudicial stand on religion? So you get me? So if the North is actually serious, and then their purpose of removing Tinubu is not because of a desperate place to drag power away from the South, then they should be patient to gather their muscle and support one person, maybe Peter Obi. Say, okay, 4 years. If it's 4 years, I know the North to be very, very patient people. They should be patient. 4 years. Akwana atashi, gerize waye. Give it, that is, wake up, go to bed, you sleep, wake up, go to bed, you sleep, wake up. No. They don't break. Give it to this man. At least steer the ship away from this rot that we are going, which I believe Peter Obi can do. At least steer it. Then would have set a standard that, look, in these 4 years, see what we can do. The person coming in, please follow this path. Not all this bala blue, open day looting with Come to APC and your sins are forgiven. We have an assemblage of criminals that are coming to assemble themselves in a APC. So these are my thoughts. These are really my thoughts, and I believe I've said the mind of everybody. But if the coalition is merely just to remove Tinubu, then it's a useless goal. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now. The purpose for removing Tinubu is not just for removing Tinubu's sake. It should not be a hidden agenda that they plot to remove. Look, for you to understand this video, you must understand what power means to the North. If you don't understand what power means to the North, you will just come and be insulting me on this page. Again, my name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.